improved my drawing skills, sketching to inking. Every mangaka has their own way to inking. Some use clean, others prefer bold strokes and heavy shadows. And often the style depends on the manga or even the audience it's meant for. For me, Inktober was the perfect opportunity to take a step back and ask myself, how can I make my drawing more enjoyable, more impactful, and easier to reproduce for my future works? That's why I decided to use this challenge as a training, a way to improve my workflow from sketching to inking. So what's up everyone, glad to see you back, and if you are new here, welcome to my channel. I start with the time monkey. Of course, the first inspiration was come to mind was Wukong, the Monkey King. But instead of sticking on the classic design, I let my imagination run free. I thought, why not give him more arms? Not 2, not 4, but 6. It instantly made the character feel more mythological, more dynamic, and honestly just more fun to draw. But 6 arms were not enough. I asked myself, how do I make this sketch more dramatic, more impactful? The answer, perspective. I chose a top-down angle. That way the viewer feels like they are looking at this powerful figure towering over them. For the free arm in front, I had motion to reinforce the perspective. For the back arm, I went with playful and unusual pose, because even in serious drawing, I like to sneak in a bit of weirdness. At first, I was not sure if this sketch would work. Perspective with 6 arms, that's tricky, but as the line come together, I start to see something I actually like. When it comes to inking, I did not overcomplicate things. I simply followed the sketch. Keeping a flow natural, I use Molotov black liner and Unipin fine liners. Size ranging from 1.0 all the way down to 0.03. Why those pens? Honestly, no special reason. I just love how their ink looking on papers. Smooth, sharp, and clean. For the solid black areas, I pulled out the big weapon, BBO India ink. Nothing beats the dip of black you get from it. And this first drawing was important. It helped me start finding my comfort zone with inking. Not perfection, but confidence. And that's what I carry into the next challenge. The second time was Soundforge. This one was more complex. My goal was to focus on interaction and perspective. I started by brainstorming. What instrument would be interesting to draw? What kind of character would fit with it? And what perspective would bring the scene to life? After a few minutes, the answer came together. The instrument, the traditional Chinese harp, the gongfu, the character, a young smiling girl, the perspective, a low angle shot. With the idea clear in my mind, I began sketching. First the general shape, then the pose, then the hands. Hands were always tricky, especially when they are interacting with something like an instrument, so I imagined her finger plucking the string and slowly refined the sketch. Then I had accessories and small motifs to give her more personality. For this drawing, I decided to keep the inking cleaner and simpler, fewer shadows, lighter lines. The focus was on the hands and their interaction with the Konghu. I drew the left hand in close-up to really emphasize the movement and had accessories on the fingers to make her design feel both stylish and believable. As for the Konghu itself, I did not copy it exactly. Instead, I redesigned it with a bit of manga flair, something that feels authentic but also stylized. In the end, this drawing turned out more expressive than the first one, even though it was technically simpler. The third time, clock was tough. At first, should I just draw someone wearing a watch, or maybe design a human clock? But both ideas feel too basic, so I decide to push it. I imagine a character disassembling a pocket watch using telekinesis. The piece of the watch floats between his hands, the left hands above and the right hands below. Just gears and dials suspending in mid-air, almost like they are frozen in time. This was where details matters. I want every piece of this watch to be readable, so I work with a strong contrast in black and white. Here's the lesson. At first, I trust my instinct with shading, and the result did not make sense. Some areas work well, guiding the eye to understand the character's form, but others were messy and confusing. That's when I checked in manga reference and realized shading is not just about filling space. It's about leading the viewer's eye, it's about clarity. So I let my messy part as they were, a reminder to myself of what not to do next time. That's something I have learned. Don't hide your mistakes. Learn from them. This one was clear in my head from the start. The shape, the pose, the action, everything come to me like a snapshot. The theme was silence, so I focused on subtle details, the hands, the facial expression, the calmness of the posture. While sketching, I made several adjustments to make this inking process smoother later. When I finished the sketch, I actually paused just to look at it. It feels exactly like the pose I had imagined. From a moment, it even gave me a weird deja vu, but I do not overthink it. I move on to inking. Here I want to balance line work and shadows. But before starting, I studied how professional mangaka handle contrast. I asked myself, how do they use light and shadow to guide the eye? How do they make each panel so easy to read? Then I applied it. I shade according the light direction using line strokes that followed the shape of the clothing and keep the balance subtle. When I stepped back, I thought, yes, this is it. This is the inking style I want to stick with. For this one, I let myself have some fun. I imagine an old man, messy haircut, huge eyebrow, a big mustache. He is sitting down, fingers crossed, wearing traditional Japanese sandals. The goal was expression. His posture need to say, I am waiting, I know something you don't, maybe I'm wise or maybe I'm just stranger. This one felt easier because I had a clear idea of the final result. I want straight of bold contrast, strong shading, and the line strokes that followed the fold of these gloves. Still, it was a challenge. Line stroke demand focus. One wrong move and the texture doesn't look right. And fix a mistake in inking, that's headache. So I concentrate fully, and in the end I was really satisfied with the result. So after 5 days, here's what I learned. Practice is everything. You do not improve overnight. You improve by showing up, sketching, inking, making mistakes, and learning from them. Each drawing taught me something new, whether it was perspective, shading, line weight, or just trusting the process. This is only the first 5 term of Inktober, but already I can feel the progress, and I know there's more to learn. So if you are also doing Inktober or just trying to get better at drawing, do not wait for perfection, just draw. Practice is the key. So thank you for sticking with me until the end of this video. I hope I gave you some motivation for your own artwork. Take care and I will see you in the next one. Peace.